What's up, fellow food historians? I'm Elle.
I'm Tim.
And today on Where Does Food, the food history podcast that tells you a little bit about the history of food, we're talking about one of the more nostalgic foods I think we've gone over, oatmeal cream pies.
Oatmeal cream pies. Oatmeal cream pies.
Oh.
That's what's up.
Dude, I'm excited.
I will say this is probably one of our more nostalgic episodes. Shout out to the Same Here Pod, man. They did an episode on nostalgia, and it's awesome. You should go check it out.
Go check it out. Go check out their pod.
Yeah, free shout outs.
We'll give them a free shout out.
Giving away shout outs.
Not to everybody, but we will give them a free shout out. So
I mean, we have given practically everybody a shout out at
Tim,
this point.
I know. We're like, no free shout outs.
I'm pretty sure 2 episodes ago we did a full length like McDonald's ad.
Oh yeah, no. And then a few episodes before that, or it might have been the same one, we were like Slim Chickens. So
yeah.
Just waiting for that check, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure you send it to the right PO box.
Keep waiting.
So I'll be real. Okay, so as far as snack foods go, oatmeal cream pies just immediately bring me back to my childhood. I see Little Debbie just popping up in her little, just looking down.
You know what oatmeal cream pies aren't, though? They're not the snack that smiles back. Goldfish.
This pie.
Free shout outs.
Free shout outs.
Just give them all the.
Hey, actually, you a pizza? You an original? You a cheddar? Like cheddar blast?
Oh, are we talking flavors?
Yeah.
Flavors of, dude, it's the extreme cheddar flavor.
Nice, okay.
You know what I mean? The ones where they're like extreme flavor packed in every goldfish.
Yeah, the mass extreme. Yeah, the X. Yeah,
it's good.
It's so good. So yeah, Little Debbie, that's a food brand that made it. And this, I was actually very interested to learn about it. But so it's got roughly about 75 varieties of snacks that it's like its go-to. So out of those 75, what would you rate oatmeal cream pies for you?
Oatmeal cream pies are a solid 40.
That's a good score.
Yeah.
It's pretty, yeah.
I said it was probably our most nostalgic food. Doesn't necessarily mean it's my favorite food.
I agree with that.
I don't think it's even close, really. I could go probably the rest of my life without one, if I'm being completely honest. But I do like them. They are a tasty treat.
They are a tasty treat.
They're a sweet treat, though. They're
a very sweet treat.
They're very sweet. I think that's what turns me off a little bit.
That's fair. You can't, I mean, when I was younger, I'd smash a few. And now I had one recently and I was like, I don't know if I can finish all this. I don't know if I want to finish all of this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's neither there.
I don't think with Little Debbie, I don't think oatmeal cream pies have ever been at the top for them. If anything, I'm more of a Hostess person.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm one of
those.
What a
rivalry.
I'm one of those rare people.
Yeah.
But, Hostess makes the Twinkies and
Hostess with the mostest.
And the Twinkies win.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. No, we'll actually talk about the Twinkies briefly, but we'll touch on that. Yeah.
Cool. We'll have fun with Twinkies.
Who would have thought?
I know Little Debbie created their own when Hostess went bankrupt and Twinkies were gone and the world was we thought that was the end.
The irony. Yeah. The irony and all that.
That was our biggest plight.
And then we're going to bring it back to Zombieland.
Yeah. Our biggest plight was that Hostess went bankrupt and Twinkies left the shelving.
Yes.
It was a huge thing. That was our biggest crisis back then. What a time to be alive.
Wow. You just brain blasted me. So, yeah.
Hey, guys. Welcome to the ad section. I'm here to tell you real quick about Anchor by Spotify. You may have heard us talk about Anchor at the end of our episodes, is because Anchor is the platform we use to distribute our podcasts. It's totally free. It helps us distribute our podcasts to different platforms. That's how we're on Apple Podcasts. That's how we're on Google Podcasts, CastBox, you name it. They've helped us do that. You can record directly on the app, on the webpage, so you don't even need a super fancy setup. It's super straightforward. Totally free. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started on your podcast or whatever you like to do. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the episode.
So what is an oatmeal cream pie? You're probably wondering. It's 2 soft oatmeal cookies stuffed with fluffy cream filling. Fantastic. It's pretty basic. It's a soft oatmeal cookie versus a hard one.
A normal
one? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like borderline cake texture.
Yes.
I mean, that has to just be like their processing and their preservatives and shit.
I was about to say, because I wanted to talk about, coming into this next part, we can make a solid assumption that when this initial recipe came came into play for oatmeal cream pies. You were making like oatmeal cookies from scratch. And so it was like oats, butter, eggs, flour, vanilla, brown sugar, molasses, baking powder, powdered sugar. Like,
yeah,
that's it.
For sure.
And then if you look at oatmeal cream pies now, I'm like 98% sure the first ingredient is corn syrup.
Right.
And then bleached flour, soybean oil, palm oil, dextrose, whole grain oats, water, sugar, molasses, sometimes raisins.
Yeah, I want to talk about their oatmeal cookie in general.
Let's talk about it, man.
It's pretty dark. It's
very dark.
It feels like it wants to be like molasses forward, but like since it's like modern processes, it's not. They're gonna go with the cheaper. They're gonna go with the cheaper option. And but I feel like I don't want to spoil your episode. Little Debbie's is old as hell. Like,
Tim,
they're super old. Molasses was huge at one point.
Tim.
And molasses cookies were really big at one point. And I just have an inkling that we're gonna be walking into some rough times and. Dude. And we're going to be selling fucking cookies out of the back of a trunk like a potato chip.
Damn, how did you know, man? No, that seems to be the way to go. And that was kind of the other crazy part about this too, because where we are in the timeline, like the company Little Debbie, it's really McKee Foods. That's one of Little Debbie is one of the things that they do under the umbrella. They're closer to being around for 100 years than not, which is wild to me.
Right.
Because when we think about like, I don't know, great American companies lasting a long time, Little Debbie Snacks was not the first one that came on my list. But where we're at, especially from like these companies that came from the Great Depression, they're here.
Yeah.
They're almost to a century mark, if not already. And if not already merged with another 100-year-old company.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. Yeah. It is one of those things where it's that I think like health conscious and like the diet world, Little Debbie's just not in the spotlight. And Hostess isn't in the spotlight these years. You know what I mean? It's just like those sort of like snack cakey foods just aren't in the spotlight. They're still being bought, of course, and they're still there. It's just you're not talking about them all the time. So it's easy to be like when you think of like, big companies lasting a long time, we're not thinking of those. We're probably thinking Lay's, Heinz,
absolutely.
Kraft, these things that are just like more of an impact on our everyday. You see that stuff wherever you go, essentially.
Yes. One of the interesting parts about this snack in and of itself, it's that it was a staple of the Great Depression. And so before we kind of talk about the oatmeal cream pie, let's talk about OD and Ruth McKee, who are the owners and the creators of Little Debbie. So actually, they're right up the road, Tim. They're located in Collegedale, Tennessee.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it's a they're still there. It's a family-owned snack and granola manufacturer.
Still family-owned?
They're still family-owned and operated. They're a private corporation.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly, that never fucking happened. That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit never happens anymore.
Shit.
And so they have a few other things under their umbrella.
They're privately owned?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even buy Little Debbie stock.
Yeah, no, right. So the other one with that is that Little Debbie's are bread and butter.
Right.
Okay, yeah. They have other stuff, but Little Debbie.
What's their other foods? Did you have that noted?
I had it noted somewhere, but not in this part. Yeah.
They have other foods.
It's mostly granola.
Okay.
They handle most things granola. So anything that has granola,
okay.
It comes from there. It comes from Tennessee. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
We're not only famous for Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tennessee honey. We got that going for us as well.
Whiskey? No. Okay. So
whiskey? We do have whiskey.
Question mark?
Yeah, we're a big whiskey state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odie McKee started in the cake business when him and his wife, Ruth, were selling cakes from their car in 1928 in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because apparently all great stories and all great entrepreneurs.
Because you could do that back then.
Yeah, and it was chill.
You could just do that.
You can't do that now, but
you need health permits and licensing and you need permits to be at a place. You cannot just load your trunk up full of baked goods.
Yeah, dude. They were out here in their little whippet, just like, hey, you want some cookies? We got cookies. Hella cookies.
Yeah, that's real.
Right.
That's unreal.
No, I love it.
You can't fucking do that.
So apparently they got big enough and they opened up their own bakery. It's called Jack's Cookies, by the way. I'm not sure if it's still down there. The building's still down there. But they
Chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
They bought a bakery.
By the way, listener, Chat is what we call Chattanooga in Tennessee. No one wants to say Chattanooga a lot, so it's Chat.
It's a lot. Chat. And Nougat sounds weird, so
yeah. We're
Chat,
not talking to a chat. It's just
Chat, 2 T's at the end of that.
Yeah.
For your purposes. So their cookies, they're most famous for their oatmeal, raisin, and vanilla cookies that sold.
Wait.
Yeah.
3 separate cookies?
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't do oatmeal raisin.
Absolutely
they
not.
did oatmeal.
Yep.
And then raisin.
Comma.
And then vanilla.
You got it.
Which is like what, a sugar cookie?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
And they sold it for a whole cent.
Yeah.
A whole cent because
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's the going price for
That's
cookies
where we're
those
at there.
days.
So McKee and his wife, Ruth, they're experiencing a lot of success and they wanted to expand their business and do more than just their 3 assortment of cookies. Well, father-in-law didn't like that idea. He's like, no, we're not doing that. So Odie and Ruth end up selling the bakery off. They're like, fuck it, forget about it. And they moved to North Carolina and they're over it.
Damn.
Well, I know, right? They just rid their hands of it. Ruth's brother ends up getting sick. So they moved back to Chattanooga. And then they're like, listen, we're not doing this. So they bought the bakery back. And then from there, this is where the aha moment happens. So, So I want to take a moment to note that Ruth, given the time frame of where we're at, again, it's a Great Depression. Ruth helped manage the office and the employees, and then also managed all purchasing for the bakery,
right?
And then handled the supply chain and the logistics, essentially, of whenever they were starting to produce a lot and shipping them like across country in long haul trucks. She was the one that was handling that.
Well, there you go.
So shout out to Ruth.
Shout out to Ruth. I mean, I'm sure she had managers.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So shout out to them, too, that didn't get their names put in the history book. Fuck Ruth. Let's talk about the little man.
The little man. First Union. No. So, yeah.
The victors write the history.
Hail to the... Anywho. So, in 1935, during the middle of the Great Depression, McKee wanted to boost their sales. So, what do? They invent a new product. And what do they invent, Tim?
Whoopie pie.
Okay. No. We're...
Oatmeal cream pie.
Guess how much they sold that one for?
2 cents.
A nickel.
Holy shit,
It was a fucking nickel.
You better bend me over the barrel.
It was a fucking nickel.
For a nickel?
This OCP.
In the Great Depression.
This OCP is the oatmeal cream pie that we know today. The two soft oatmeal cookies on top with a nice cream filling in the middle of it.
Well, I bet at the time it was probably like buttercream and not whatever the shit they got going on now.
Yeah, if you look up like homemade quote unquote recipes to make oatmeal cream pies, all of them say use like a thing of like marshmallow whip and then you put a little sugar in there and which I don't really like. I feel like that kind of takes away.
That's not even close to the same consistency.
No. Oh, dude, there's a whole wormhole of people that are like, I swear this is how it used to taste, and it's like I think that
did
theory,
we Mandela effect?
Yeah, and I'm like, I think that theory where it's like it was good when we were kids because that's the taste buds that it appealed to.
Listen, I had one like 6 months ago. They taste identical. They taste the exact same.
I couldn't tell you
from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like they're really sweet
and it's
and
like,
very sugary, and the icing in the middle is just what every
like.
And I don't know how it is across the globe, but in America, it's like the icing that you find in any sort of packaged snack. It's the same, like it's really pure white, just sugar sweet icing. There's no complexity to it. There's definitely no fucking marshmallow.
No.
I don't know what the
fuck. I don't know where that came from.
No, there's no marshmallow at all in any way, shape, or form. I think it's supposed to represent like a buttercream, but
absolutely
buttercream doesn't hold like that for them and their purposes, so they can't do that. So they use other hydrogenated oils and preservatives and shit. So
no, I don't get that. Marshmallow has a very distinct, as I say, distinct flavor profile, and it's not an oatmeal cream pie.
No,
I digress. But hey, whatever. Y'all pop off with your little recipe. And your little 30-minute fucking intros.
I don't know. Just do some buttercream. Maybe cut the buttercream as a marshmallow. I don't know.
That would be good because it would hold that your texture. Anywho, yeah. So in 1960, McKee and family founded the Little Debbie brand and began to commercially sell oatmeal cream pie. So a little bit delayed when we talk about like the commodification of food, and this one was a little behind, especially when we consider when it actually kind of quote unquote hit the markets. But I guess it was more so in the local markets. So you could get an entire carton. How much do you think you could buy it for, Tim?
50 cents.
Oh yeah, 40. It was 49. So
Nice.
plus tax.
Yeah, 50
I'll give that to you. Yeah, you get an entire carton for 50 cents, so people were smashing them. This blew my fucking mind. I saw it, but I'm like, I don't feel confident in the confirming of the sources of this, but like I saw it enough times and I'm like, maybe there is some truth to this. But apparently in the first 10 months of the snack being on the market, they sold 14 million cream pies.
Wow, that's nuts.
That's a stupid amount of cream pies.
And well, this was the 60s?
Yes.
Yeah, I can believe it though.
People are getting high and ripping cream pies like
Well, it's just like there's a lot of like fast food commodity and shit happening in the 60s. The food culture in the 60s was rapidly changing. McDonald's was becoming a thing. Yeah, there was a lot going on in the 60s food wise. You know, roadside stops were happening. The automobile was picking up. Like health consciousness wasn't really there. It
Absolutely
was just
not.
like, let's eat whatever, have a good time, and do a lot of drugs.
Absolutely. I mean, shit, at that point, you could still rip a cig and have a
You're also
fast food
You're also
joint.
you're also economically good. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
you're in the golden era,
yeah.
as
60s
they referred it to. Yeah.
60s not an economically despaired decade really. So yeah, I can see that.
Having a good time. So I didn't think this was true, but this is a little fun fact that they did name the Little Debbie brand after their granddaughter Debbie.
I actually did know this.
And
Yeah. She was just cute as a button.
she was one of 4 grandchildren.
She was just cute as a button.
And I'm curious,
Yeah, I also knew that as well.
what happened to the other 3?
Fuck them.
Did they not get I read that they did in McKee Brands, they did not mention anything about the other grandchildren.
Well, they weren't as cute as a button.
They apparently were not.
Yeah, they look like the backside of a barn, baby.
Apparently. But yeah, I was very shocked about that. I would have been pissed if my sibling had an entire food brand named after it and their face was on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck you, Debbie.
Yeah.
It's like
Debbie gets whatever the
it's like the
fuck
Marsha
she
thing all
wants.
over again.
Debbie gets
Debbie-
everything.
In fact, Debbie is actually apparently the VP of McKee Foods now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew that as well. Was
So-
she the youngest, do you know? I bet she was.
I think she was the
I
youngest.
bet
I
she
bet she
fucking
was.
was.
She was either the youngest or was like the youngest girl.
She was the youngest.
Because that's how they do that
Yeah,
shit.
she was the youngest through and
Cute
through.
as a button.
Cute as a button.
Cute as a button.
Cute as a button, little 5-year-old. Little 5-year-old Debbie.
Little 5-year-old. So yeah,
I don't know how old she was.
Tim, that's honestly like oatmeal cream pies though. That's pretty much like the roundabout once the 1960s hit and they hit show. Yeah,
We've commodified it.
absolutely.
And they really haven't changed. They really haven't done any have they done any special oatmeal cream pies? I feel like that's the one they just leave alone.
No,
almost.
yeah. So the closest thing that they did, and I'll kind of go over this because I was kind of just interested about the Little Debbie brands in general because again, just that nostalgic aspect of it.
Yeah.
But in just of all times, in December 2020, Kellogg's released a Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie cereal.
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah, but that was like the only like.
Yeah.
Since then, that was pretty much the only thing that they ever did with the oatmeal cream pie, which I mean that's fine.
Right.
It's
I mean,
like you said, it's still tried and true. Like there's an entire fucking aisle of Little Debbie snacks, so
yeah.
and that's never changed. Swiss rolls were actually, which I guess it comes in the name, didn't happen or wouldn't have happened unless McKee went to a trade show in Europe.
Right.
And he was like, "Oh shit, I like that," and that's
Yeah.
where the Swiss roll
Hell
was
yeah.
invented.
Swiss rolls.
Yeah.
Smack.
They do the
They
Smack-do.
Swiss rolls.
Ni-
Smack.
yeah, 1962 was so
Them-
perfect.
Them boys can get it.
They're so good, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
they can
let's
get
go
it.
to the fucking gas
Swiss
station.
rolls are where it's at. Little Debbie, like in this, do you know how many different treats they had in the 60s? Were they really just riding, like were they riding oatmeal cream pie pretty much like through and through?
So yeah,
Because when I think of Little Debbie,
yeah,
they have so much shit now.
75.
There's so much of
Yeah.
it. Like it's all the time.
No, it's okay. So a little bit of both. Yes
Right.
and no to that. So 1962 Swiss rolls,
Yeah.
and to your point, Swiss rolls is still one of their top 3 selling products
Yeah,
today, like to this day.
Sometimes you just do it right early on, you know.
And they, yeah, absolutely. Again, shout out to Europe for that. And then in 1967, again, so we've got, I don't know, what the fuck happened there? So we've got
mentions Europe.
Oh my
once.
gosh. Hate myself.
Mentions it once. You've been watching Bridgerton recently? What's going on?
Peaky Blinders.
Unreal.
I hate it. Okay.
Shout out to
I'm
Europe.
So sorry, you guys.
Shout out to Europe. So they go. What?
It's Tuesday, isn't it? Okay. So
holy fuck.
we're in the 60s, so we're still writing the cream pie high, the Swiss roll high, and then in 67, the zebra cake drops.
Yeah. Is zebra cake up there for them still?
Yeah.
You know what? The thing I always hated about zebra cakes.
Oh, what? What do you hate about zebra cake?
It's the outside. It gets.
I'll give you that.
Filmy. And
yes.
weird.
It gets very filmy.
Yeah.
And it's like the only. See, and with the zebra cakes.
Why the zebra cake?
Okay, I don't know because
Did they go to Africa? Be honest with me, El. Did they kill a zebra? And they thought to themselves,
this is how we'll play homage. It's like the Harambe situation.
Yeah.
I fucking hope not. We can't eat
it
zebra
really
cake.
feels like it.
I hope not.
I'm
No.
not. You know what? I'm not going to make things up.
Allegedly.
We listen. Not even me allegedly. Apparently, that's not even. I pulled that out of thin air. I'm not going to be cynical.
Okay.
I'm changing my ways around here.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
No,
But-
okay. Yeah.
But
We
I'm
got
not. We take our job seriously here
Sometimes.
at Where Does Food,
Mhm.
and I will not have me ruin the podcast.
Okay.
By making a dumb fucking joke about them being kind of racist.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that. I mean, I'm sure they were because it's 60s. Cut all of this. I hate it so much. I can't.
No.
They made a zebra cake, and I'm just wondering why.
And where it came
because
from.
the Swiss roll came from fucking Swiss. So, like, it came from across.
Came from somewhere.
It came from across the fucking ocean. Didn't
Well,
it?
okay.
You know what I mean? So what the fuck?
I don't know because
Was Debbie's favorite animal zebras?
maybe
Zebras.
Oh, zebras. Zebras. Zebras.
That's what it was. But we call it zebras in the States, so
It's
there's
fine.
no way.
Zebra. Well, maybe little Debbie was being cute, and she's like, "Oh, the zebras," and they're like, "Oh, Debbie, you're so cute. Let's make."
You're saying it the actual way that like locals call it. You're being so adorable by not.
You're being so
appropriate-
cute. Shut the fuck up. So, little zebras.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, and because I think that's zebra cakes also a cop out because technically, like around Christmas time, they have the Christmas trees, and that's technically a zebra cake,
It
just
is
in a
zebra cake.
different
It's
form.
It's in tree form.
Yeah. So
I mean, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time.
yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
but it's like the zebra cake's up there, but it's like overall
Right.
statistics. Okay, in 1975, the fudge round hits the
Oh,
scene.
Oh, I
Making
forgot
its way
about the
to-
fudge
yeah,
round,
man, how
buddy.
can you fucking forget? It was one of McKee's employees. He was like, "Hey, boss, I have an idea," and boss was like, "That's fucking good, dude. Full
The
send."
fudge
So,
round is
yeah.
out of this world.
Also, one of the top ones for them too. So
Man, the fudge round is so good.
I vividly remember. The fudge round. I vividly remember having a multiple fudge rounds whenever we would get done with like little league soccer, and like that'd be a part of the. It's like a juice box Gatorade situation with a fudge round and an orange because health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they do cosmic brownies as well?
Yeah, that's in 1999. Cosmic Brownies hit.
Cosmic brownies suck.
Wow.
Those are terrible. Cannot stand them.
So people are gonna be pissed at you for that one.
Are
I
they? Is that
personally-
the most controversial thing I've said on the podcast?
At this point,
At this point, am I ruining
yes?
it?
Question mark.
You know what though? You know
What,
what?
though?
We had some cosmic brownies at my job the other day.
Okay.
And we put one in the oven.
Okay. You
'Cause
got
we were
my
like,
attention.
Why not?
Absolutely.
And
So Brian.
they are phenomenal.
Oh, see, look at your tide turning.
They're
Okay.
phenomenal when they come out of the oven, but that's not how people eat them. So no, they still suck.
That's
But like you heat them up and they melt. They melt. I don't know why they melt.
what are they? I was about to say, why do they melt?
They
Okay.
melt. So,
It's a little concerning, but like, all right, brownies shouldn't
they
really
don't-
do that.
Yeah, they don't like melt completely, but they,
Right,
but they
but
definitely like.
enough for you to say that they melt. Tim.
Yeah, enough for me to like be like, it's kind of
It's a little
melty.
melted. Yeah. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. But I
And
kind of want to try it now, though.
I'm not just talking about the little bit of frosting on the top and the little.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
the little,
yeah.
you
No,
know,
the actual brownie
no,
part.
I'm talking about the brownie part. Like, was kind of melty. Do it though. Definitely bake your
Cosmic brownies. LOL. So yeah, pretty much Little Debbie. They're sold in the U.S., Canada, Mexico, Puerto Rico.
Star Crunch. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do Star Crunch. Yeah. Super good.
Man, that is good.
Yeah. You know what? Little Debbie's got some hits.
That's what I'm saying.
They got some hits.
And they also
but-
have some misses.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Well,
Let's name some of their misses. I feel like we're
Cloud
riding high.
cakes. So the cloud, this is what I want to talk about, and this is how we're going to bring it full circle. So the cloud cakes were essentially Little Debbie's attempt at making Twinkies when Hostess was having
Right.
that whole like no more Twinkies.
I literally didn't even know what the hell you were talking about. You said cloud cakes. I was like, what the
Exactly.
fuck are
Same
those?
thing, because when I was doing my research and I was like, a cloud cake, I literally do not remember a cloud cake. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, a fucking Twinkie.
Yeah, I thought you were talking like an attempt of like an angel food cake.
No,
Yeah, no, that's their Twinkie.
that'll be a different episode, but
that's their Twinkie attempt.
that's their Twinkie attempt. And
Trash, bro.
it was trash because it was literally discontinued.
Yeah, trash, bro.
So they
also have no reason to do it because
Exactly.
Hostess came back and they came back
exactly
hard
it came back
with a Twinkie.
so hard.
I almost feel like everything else that Hostess does, the cupcake, the ding dongs, all phenomenal, by the way. Like incredible snacks. Those are like on the back burner, kind of.
Yeah.
Because when they came back because like everyone was like, not the Twinkie, and then they brought back the Twinkie, and then like the chocolate Twinkie and the strawberry Twinkie, and then the chocolate.
Shit! I forgot they went so ham with the Twinkies.
And then the chocolate sponge Twinkie, and then the chocolate Twinkie.
Did you try any of these?
I mean, I've tried the little limited like mint one that they did. It's pretty solid. It was like chocolate sponge with mint. It was pretty good.
Interesting.
I mean, I haven't tried any of the other ones. I don't really eat Twinkies these days.
I don't think most. I don't know who the Twinkie market is being kept afloat by, but
people love them, dude.
People love them.
Dude, I used to munch them.
Yeah. Oh,
Twinkies
okay.
were my shit. I used to munch them for sure. For sure.
Even Woody Harrelson, apparently.
Yeah, that I related with that a lot in that movie. I related with that. I was like, man, I'd be on a mission. That would be my sole purpose. Would just be to like get a Twinkie, because
Not to completely side rail this, but if you were stuck in a zombie apocalypse and when it came to food, and you were like, what would be like one of the food things that you were like, I have to find the last of this, like before it expires.
Oh,
I need to get this like snack item or
man, I feel like I'd have to raid like a New York pizza shop.
just steal a shit ton of dough.
No, I I want like a made one.
Oh,
because those are gonna go bad.
They
like,
are
real
gonna
quick.
go bad. Absolutely,
and that's
immediately,
and that's gone.
That's it. Yeah, you can't get it back.
Like unless I befriend
Save
some
the pizza
Italian
man.
American pizza maker. I'm just up the creek without a paddle.
That's true.
I don't know if we're talking more like snacks though.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, Twinkies are really up there for me when it comes to that.
Oh,
like,
fantastic.
Even though I'm not like eating them now, but like if I
just
knew,
the idea of
like,
absolutely.
if I knew that like there's a
There's a
clock on
possibility.
this, and I gotta get me a hold of something. I think Twinkies are up there.
That makes me happy. For
I'm
sure.
not so worried about like definitely some chips. I would be on it to find some chips.
Munches.
It would take a long time for me to start worrying about like Spam, but Spam is up there. But it would be a little. It'd be a little bit later. It'd be like maybe 5 years after, and then I'd be like, "Fuck, I gotta get some."
I gotta get some real quick.
Spam. Out of nowhere, all the Spam reserves is just gonna start like dropping.
Immediately. Yeah.
And then that's when I'll turn to like, I gotta find some Spam.
We gotta get some Spam.
Because Spam is super.
It's very versatile.
Super like not even a guilty pleasure, just a pleasure of mine. I love Spam. That shit is so fucking good. And it deserves more respect.
It does. Actually, it was also created during the Great Depression.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. It's called Spam. That's, yeah.
So.
Any more fun facts?
No, that's pretty much about it. That's all
all the
fun facts we've got pertaining to this particular
Whoa, wait,
oatmeal
hold
cream
on.
pie.
Fuck. What's your food? What's your food? What's one of you? What's your
fuck
snack?
me, dude. I would definitely snack Doritos, like all the Doritos.
Doritos. Doritos are so good.
They're so good. I'm a sucker for the Nacho Ranch, man. I love that blue bag.
That's a good one. Doritos is solid. This
There
was
you go,
kind of a
snack.
Little Debbie episode.
It was a Little
Might have
Debbie
to-
episode.
Yeah, I might have to change the title.
Little Debbie.
They're clearly their oatmeal cream pie is like their central thread
Who would have
to
thought?
existing.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, this was just Little Debbie,
this
baby.
is a turn to be Little Debbie.
Yeah. So, sometimes that happens. Sometimes
does.
we take a turn. And at the top, we said this was about oatmeal cream pies. It's not. It's about Little Debbie now.
Little Debbie / oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah, slash Armageddon Foods. Man, what a fun ride.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, you had what we do?
I was at
Was it
40.
one-
I was
yeah.
at 40.
You bumping that up? You bumping it down?
Well, now we've changed it to
a whole Little
to
Debbie.
just Little Debbie.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
have to say, going down memory lane
Yeah.
with Little Debbie, I kind of, my initial score is still the same.
Okay.
It would still be 40. I would still put 40
Okay.
on there because in my brain, I'm just like, I'm really not like a Little Debbie person. But now we've gone down memory lane, and now I'm thinking, nah, Little Debbie's hit.
Little
bro.
Debbie hit banger after banger after
They
banger.
hit.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They hit. They have the Swiss roll, but they also have the little strawberry one.
Oh yeah. Look at
Oh.
you, Tim.
Buddy,
That's what I'm saying.
out of this world, good.
Them 75 varieties. Like,
They don't do pecan rolls, do they?
I don't think so.
I think that's Tasty Cakes or something like that.
Oh shit. Okay.
Something like that. There's another brand that
I know
does.
that, yeah,
They
okay.
might do their own. That's the thing. Little Debbie does like
They'll do their own
they'll
thing.
do a thing that like other companies also do. You know
have
what I mean?
You have to remember this company was low key made out of spite. So like,
Yeah,
they'll
a
do
little
it.
bit.
They'll do what they need to do. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm gonna bump them up to 55.
Hell yeah. That's a solid
I
score.
respect Little Debbie. I'll say it like I said with the Twinkie. I may not eat them often, but yeah, they're still up there for something I'd be looking for in a situation where they're potentially going to not be around anymore.
Yes.
There's definitely a fudge round, bro, in the Swiss roll.
Oof.
I just cannot. Those two are so good.
And it's like you said, I haven't really smashed any type of Little Debbie snacks here lately, but like I'd be remiss to say every year when the Christmas tree comes out, and I'm like, I need to snack a box of those before they leave.
Yeah, again, that's in the zebra cake territory. Those are just not.
They're not up
they
your
just
alley.
don't do it for me.
I know.
Yeah, they don't do it for me. Oh, you know what? I did see
Yeah.
that isn't an oatmeal cream pie. I think it was like a gingerbread cream pie or something. Like they did another cream pie.
I bet that's actually really good.
I didn't pick it up.
No.
Because I can't do it. I can't talk myself into eating that because
I can't
there's
justify getting an entire
well,
pack
there's
of
just
them.
there's just nothing to them. Like I'm not going to be satiated off of it
Nope.
at all.
Nope.
And like I don't know, I don't like to beat myself up about the foods I eat, but at the end of the day, like snacks like that are just
There's better snacks.
yeah. I mean,
gonna eat,
even
yeah.
if I'm snacky and I want to be like a little, and I want to and not really care and want to enjoy my life,
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna lean towards like chips or just anything else. Like, it's just
Absolutely.
yeah. I'm just not about
It's not my
eating
go-to snack
a
anymore.
prepackaged caked good because like goodness gracious, we all know what baked goods are about, and that's a celebratory thing typically.
Yeah.
So it's typically not what I'm going for when I'm snacking.
Oh, that's
but
absolutely fair.
I don't know. Maybe for my next birthday, that'll be my cake.
No, dude, we're gonna get you just
Yeah,
a shit ton of
actually-
Swiss rolls.
I actually did make my my stepdad an oatmeal cream pie cake.
Oh
one
wait,
year.
I bet that was actually delicious.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah, oatmeal cream pie is like one of his favorite snacks.
Incredible. Okay.
He absolutely loves them, and so I made a cinnamon sponge, and I made just a normal fucking buttercream, and then I cut a hole out of the center and put oatmeal cream pies, and then I crumbled oatmeal cream pies on top.
Tim, that sounds so fucking good,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
really
fantastic.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm not
Very sweet.
I'm not much of a baker, but I baked the fuck.
I was
out
about
of
to
that.
say that's pretty impressive right
No,
there.
I'm a shit baker. It didn't look
I
great,
mean,
but like, yeah, it was good. Is that it? Are we at the end of the podcast?
I was about to say
Oh
Yes.
shit! Welcome to the end of Where Does
I was gonna say
Food.
round yeah.
That was Little Debbie's, baby.
That was Little Debbie.
oatmeal cream pie and Little
And
Debbie's.
Little
That was
Debbie.
both.
A little
Those
bit
aren't two
a
separate.
little bit of
thought
Tennessee history
processes.
while we're at
Yeah.
it too.
A little bit of Tennessee.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, not I.
Guys, if you enjoyed this
Yeah.
whole thing, you can find us. We're
Where,
out there.
Tim?
You can go to anchor.fm/where-does-food. That is where you'll find home base, where you'll find our podcast. It's also how you can subscribe to us and get some bonus content. We drop
What?
1 to 2 bonus episodes every single month. We also have ad-free episodes. And I gotta say, the bonus episodes are just as fun. All right, they're
After dark and some episodes,
sometimes they're even rowdier. You know, the gloves get off and it gets a little loose.
Bing,
So-
bing, bing, bing.
No, but we do. We try to bring our A game to bonus content just as much as we do here. So for a lowly $5, you can get access to that. And
It's
like
wild.
I said,
Yeah.
we are constantly trying to
Great
come
deal.
up with stuff to do. Go check that out.
Absolutely.
You can also listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can listen to us directly on Anchor. You can also listen to us on our website, wheredoesfood.com.
It's pretty cool. Check it out.
Yeah, you can check it out. We have a little blurb. You can also listen to the podcast on the website if that's what you want to do.
Tickles your fancy.
You can find us on social media as well. We happen to do that. That is on Twitter at wheredoesfood. That is the main page there. That's how pretty much you'll know when we drop an episode.
And fun tweets are over there.
Yeah, and every once in a while,
Tweets been good.
I make some jokes. You can find me at Tim Wehunt if you so please, and you can find L
At El Chapo.
with 3 underscores and Chapo spelled with
Yeah.
1 P.
Yeah.
I got it. We're helping you get there. All right.
It's also in the episode description.
It is also in the episode description.
Boom.
Yeah, but that's the bit. The bit
I
is
know.
that I have to like over-explain your insane handle.
It's not. Get out of here.
Whatever happened to good quality handles like your fucking name?
Apparently, you're not supposed to put your government name on
I don't
the
give a-
Twitter.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You can find my government name on my
Apparently.
Twitter at Tim Wehunt. Makes it easy, buddy. You're not missing out at all. You know exactly who the fuck you're following. Whatever. I'm being an idiot. Is that it?
Tim, I think
that
that's
is
it. Yeah. Hit the
I'm
socials, the website, hit
We're
the...
at a point where I forget what the end of the podcast sounds
Because you're
like.
just crushing it out because you do it like that now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
it's second nature.
Yeah, so now
Look
it's
at that
just
film watching, man. Look how it's paid off in game time.
like we get to the end of our history lesson, and I'm like, is that the end?
I'm like, is this my...
Am I going now? And then I go,
The cue
and then I
card.
finish that immediately.
Immediately.
In like
You've gotten
2 minutes, no script, and then I'm like, surely
So
I talk
bullshit.
more.
No, yeah.
And
This
I
is
don't.
just the part where we talk more, and that's
Yeah,
why your
and
brain's
I'm
like, we're
probably
talking
going
more.
to cut all of this. We'll see you later, guys.